Zavaughan and Bon Jovi on WHTL. And good morning, everybody. It is 11:02. You're listening to 102.3 WHTL in Whitehall, Wisconsin. And it's Wednesday, time for Open House with Hanson Realty Group.
It's time for the open house on WHTL.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent?
You're joking, right? I don't joke about real estate.
With the Hanson Real Estate Group.
I never understood why people are so afraid to eat at an open house.
I know.
The open house starts right now.
And it does on Wednesday, every Wednesday at 11 o'clock. And we appreciate Hanson Realty Group for bringing you the open house every Wednesday. And I'm being joined by Jacob Lallemont, one of their real estate experts. Hello, Jacob. How are you?
I'm doing well, Mark.
Whoop, let me turn on your microphone. There you go. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on, Mark.
Hey, thanks for being here again. Always good to see you. And I tell you, real estate's such a busy market these days. For people who aren't familiar with you personally, tell us about your experience and how long you've been with Hanson Realty Group.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. So, grew up in this area here, graduated from Arcadia High School. After some schooling, came back, got into the business. June will be coming up on 5 years now, so been in there for a little bit.
5 years, that's a long time. You're the young guy in the team, aren't you?
I am, yep, absolutely. At 25, I would be the youngest agent we got here locally, so yep, definitely the young guy.
How's it been trying to, being of course at your age, that's a big transition. I'm sure the mentorship you've gotten from the people over at Hanson has been really, really helpful.
Without a doubt, Mark. You look at like Jackie and Jamie and Josh. I mean, just absolute professionals, people that know a ton about this business. As a young guy coming in, it is a lot of changes, but you couldn't ask for a better team to learn from than that. It's
really important to have the right mentorship in any business that you get into, and I can certainly attest to that as well. But I have a question for you. Okay, and a lot of people always think about this when they're either thinking about selling a property or buying a property, whether it be residential, commercial, whether it's a lot, whether it's a house, a business. Why should you hire a realtor? Because a lot of people always wonder about that.
Yeah, no doubt, absolutely. Well, the biggest thing I would tell you, Mark, especially in a market like this one that changes so quickly, is you got to be up to date on your pricing. If you got a number in mind, just based off, say your neighbor, somebody else sold their house down the street, you're looking maybe a couple months later, maybe you're looking into that, and that number might be outdated already. I mean, things change in this market. Seems like weekly, definitely monthly. And that's where having a professional that's in this business every day can really, really ensure you get top dollar for your property.
I know a lot of people rely on different websites like Zillow and so on. And I can't imagine that they have the most current information, do they?
No, definitely not. You look at a Zillow, stuff like that. I mean, it's all an algorithm. Some of them are close, but if you look what homes end up actually selling for versus Zillow, I think, has their Zestimate or whatever you'd like to call it there. There's quite the disparity in numbers, mm-hmm. And if you go based off of that, it could end up costing you thousands of dollars.
All right, so the price you had in mind may already be outdated, or you may be selling yourself short on the property. What's the flip side of that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the flip side is pricing too high. Obviously there's the old adage of, well, we can always come down, right? Well, to an extent, that's true, sure. If you got a range, say your property's worth $200,000, $205,000, if you list closer to $205,000, build in some room for negotiation, sure. But if that property's worth in that $200,000 to $205,000 range and you list at $250,000, you might have that property on the market for quite a while. And as fast as things move nowadays, days on the market has a real effect. Something we hear a lot as agents is, well, what's wrong with that place? Mm-hmm. Why hasn't it sold yet? And The only thing wrong with it might be the price. But people get a bad stigma about a property simply because it's been on the market for a long time, in a market where buyers are used to seeing properties move within weeks, if not a week,
Mm-hmm. Is underpricing a property the same thing? I mean, in reverse?
Yeah, yep, to an extent. Well, and the biggest thing with underpricing, Mark, is, so say you get it, but you left, $20, $30, $40,000 on the table, I mean, you really cost yourself some money. And, the classic, well, I saved on commissions, so I'm sure you did, but, you at the same time ended up still in the negative because you were just so far under value.
Exactly. Yep. I don't think a lot of people necessarily think of that. The one thing I think where a real estate agent can really help is working you through what the proper price to list it is, because you know the market.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, all of us as individual agents and just as a team that talks regularly, I mean, we're involved in several transactions every month, and, so we have the up-to-date numbers of what these properties are bringing, what is the market doing, and that's where, bringing in a realtor really can give you that extra knowledge and information you need to get the top dollar for your property.
So right now, is it a seller's market or is it a buyer's market?
Yeah, without question, I would say it's definitely still a seller's market. There's still limited inventory. I mean, we need listings. Properties are still moving very quickly. You're still seeing some multiple offer situations. A lot of properties selling at list or above. There's a real demand for housing right now, Mark.
It seems that way. I of course, I'm not in the real estate business, but from my own perspective in the town that I live in, it seems like a year or two ago, you used to drive through town and you see all kinds of for sale signs. And now you drive through town, you don't see any. And the ones that are put up, they're gone fast. So I think that may be a sign too that it definitely is a seller's market. If you got a property that you want to list, maybe it's a good time to do it.
Yeah, without question, now's the time. I mean, the demand for all types of listings, whether it's residential, farmland, hunting land, or commercial property, is at an all-time high. People want to buy properties. There's a big buyer pool out there. If you were ever thinking to sell, now would be the time to do it.
All right, so let me ask you this question. Obviously it's a very competitive business that you're in. How can you hire, or how can you get involved and get somebody from Hanson Realty to be your agent? And why would they pick Hanson Realty over everybody else that's out there?
Yeah, no doubt. That's a good question, Mark. So just as far as getting one of us, you either just ring up our cell phone, shoot us a text, shoot us an email, or you can call our office. All our information is available on the website. So you just get a hold of one of us. And as far as why you choose us, I would say our marketing. We have a great team of individuals. I mean, they do an excellent job for marketing both real estate and personal property. They reach out to the buyers. I mean, they use targeted Google ads. Obviously, our website has a large following. They do a lot of stuff on social media. Our listings get to realtor.com, Zillow.com. Opportunities like this one, WHTL radio, newspaper ads. I mean, we have a lot of different avenues we attack to get buyers to your property. And then, we're all MLS members, multiple listing service members. So that from there, we work with other realtors if they may have buyers. We just, and then we're local here. We're right in these communities. We know, like, hey, my son might be looking for a house, or we're looking to downsize, So we just have a lot of different avenues we can attack to get buyers to your property.
How can you ensure that that you're going to get the top dollar for the property? I know that's another question that people always ask.
Yeah, yep, no doubt. So, obviously, like we've kind of touched on, obviously, being that we're involved in so many transactions, we see what the market's doing. We have a lot of that data, a lot of that research available to us to make sure we're getting the most for your property. And between our local contacts and our marketing team, the name of the game, if you want to sell properties, you got to get some buyers there. And I feel we do a great job of that. And, through that, we can get the top dollar for your property.
One thing I've noticed from working with you folks now since we've been doing the open house, every single one of you, it seems like it's really a team environment. It's a team effort when you have a property that you're working to sell, or a piece of real estate. It seems like everybody works together as a team to get it all done.
Yeah, no doubt. Both just internally with Hanson Real Estate Group, it's a team, working with your seller that, your clients are a team, so it is. It's a big team aspect. I mean, working with marketing, it's one big giant team, and we all work together to, get the property sold.
All right, Jacob, what properties are you talking about today? I know you brought some neat little things here.
Yeah, we got some great ones right now, Mark. So first one I'm going to start with is a great potential investment property. If you're looking to get into real estate investing, some rental properties, we've got a 3-bed, 2-bath home in Arcadia. It's not located in the floodplain, so you don't have to pay flood insurance on it. Walking distance to Pilgrims, short drive to Ashley, and we just dropped the price, Mark. We're now offering it at only $165,000. Like I said, it comes with renters already. It's a great potential investment property.
That sounds like it. I mean, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, and that's a pretty good buy right there in Arcadia, and it's on Owen Street, so you can go to the Hanson Real Estate Group website if you want to check it out, and we'll probably have something about it too on our Facebook stream right now. But that, and especially for rental property, that looks like a really good investment.
Yeah, no doubt. Arcadia is a strong rental market. This one has been a rental for a few years now, so it's got some good rental history. I mean, if you're looking for an investment property, they move quick, and here's one that's available today.
There you go. And you've also got a commercial property in Arcadia that's available.
Yes, we do. Yep, absolutely. So, bare lot located on Schmidt Road there, right next to Johnson Tractor. Quick access over to Highway 93 there, close to a new development that's going in above Shopko there. It's bare bones, so there's nothing to tear down. You can start building right away. It would be a great potential storage unit property, or really any type of business. It can be formed into just about anything. And at 1.85 acres, that's a pretty nice sized lot for really any business.
That really is. Is it zoned commercial only?
It is. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So zoned commercially. So it's meant to be for a business here. So bring your ideas and come check it out.
That sounds like a really neat thing. It really does. And then you've got another commercial property. This one looks really interesting up in Humber.
Yeah, yep, no doubt. Another one that would be great for potential storage units or really any business. It's the old Humbird Mill there, listed at only $148,000 right now. That property's, got some stuff ready to go. It's got the big sheds. It's got some office space. So another real flexible property that could be turned into just about anything your business might need.
Boy, that seems like a really good price for that kind of a listing too.
Yeah, no doubt. Right off a highway there. I mean, 12 and 27. It's ready to go. It just needs a new buyer. So.
Well, you can check that out on the Hanson Real Estate Group as well on their website. And Jacob, if people want to contact you, what's the best way to do that?
Yeah, you bet. Either send me a text or shoot me a call at 608-863-3928. That's my personal cell number, so you just get a hold of me anytime, and I would look forward to going to work for you.
I'll tell you, it'd be a smart thing to do. Call Jacob.
I appreciate that, Mark. Thank you.
Who's in the hot seat here next week, do you know?
Yeah, you bet. We got Josh Becker coming up next week.
Oh, Josh. Always good to see him, too. And
absolutely.
That'll be a good visit. Well, Jacob, thanks for coming by. Appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you, Mark.
Jacob Lallemont with the Hanson Real Estate Group. Make sure you do give him a call at 608-863-3928. And thank you for coming on by.
You bet. Thanks for having me on, Mark.
Jacob Lallemont with the Hanson Realty Group. A little open house every Wednesday here on WHTL. By request, Cheap Trick on your home for the hits.